Frigaden is our rare here. I mean, that's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, I cut out Wild, but I could also get Electroid, which seems much more playable. Wild is just not drafted that much anyways. I feel like kind of going Dwarves. I haven't done a lot of Dwarves. I feel like going Dwarves today. I think that's what I'm going to do and get this Electroid and just kind of go on these Dwarves. I'm not seeing a lot of other things that really get me excited in this pack. I mean, we've got Hypnoscientist here too, I guess, but I like Electroid, and Bellows is good too. Let's get Electroid. Let's try to do the dwarfy thing today. So let's see. Construction plans. Crank Rocket's pretty good. We also have another Hypnoscientist. I might pick that up. We have a Mentor the Flames, which is really good. Even if it's not a dwarf, it's nice to have this guy. I like having him, even in the dwarf deck, because usually you're Sapphire Ruby anyways. I don't really see myself drafting Scheme. I like Hypnoscientist, but I think I like Mentor better because it gives me, it's a 2-for-1 type of card. Construction Plans, Crank Rocket's really good too, though. But I kind of like the Mentor here. Kind of keeps us open in case we want to switch streams and go like some sort of Blood Ruby Orcs as well. I can't believe Corey says he drafts twice a day. He must like just draft all his cards and then just dip out. I think that's what he does. Because that's like 8 hours if he's winning. Ooh, another Electroid's really good. That's definitely a good signal there. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty easy... I mean, there's another Hypnoscientist there too, but I think Electroid's the strongest pick here. You get a Boulder Toss as well we're giving up. There's a Mentor, the Okens, Thorntongue Snapdragon is another one I like. Brutal Bonecracker's really good. Tormented Ritualist is really good for that player. But I think double Electroid's pretty good to start out for this dwarf deck, which is probably going to run Sapphire primarily anyways. Because, I mean, if you're running dwarves, you're probably not going to be primary Ruby. You really want to have Bertram, the Crag Raven, and he's a Sapphire type of champion, so... Double Electroid to start us out. That's pretty good. Electroid can get out of hand. It's a nice big body. 3/4 body for one. Seems pretty good. Armatron's pretty good for the deck. We also have a Reactor Bot here. Reactor Bot's maybe better. Augmentation Bot is alright, but it's kind of slow. I feel like the Reactor Bot's probably the better pick here. Armatron's pretty good too. Yeah, I think we're going Reactor Bot here. Not seeing a lot of dwarves other than Launchpad Specialist, I guess. I mean, we're mostly just artifacts at this point and a Ruby card. Reactor Bot makes me want to play some charges, some charge-related stuff. So maybe in Pack 2 we could pick up a what do you call it? It's the Crackling Bolt. Maybe we'll pick up one of those in Pack 2 or something, because it's probably already passed us by. Mimeobot's alright. It's a deck building type of card. Ooh, Recovery Specialist might be the pick here, though. That's a pretty sick card. Yeah, we could pull back a lot of things with this guy if we keep building into these dwarves. Careful Rummaging's okay for some sort of... deck manipulation, but it doesn't really do very much. It's basically discard this card to draw a card, and look at 5 cards and draw a card. So I think we're going with Recovery Specialist here. Yeah, at least you get to look at the cards and put the artifact in your hand. It has to be an artifact though, so you have a chance of whiffing with this Careful Rummaging. Shield Bot's alright. Armatron's another good one. Overtime Bot could be good for us if we pick up the Dwarven Ballistics training. Another Mentor of the Flames kind of going late here, but I think we want this. I want another Mentor of the Flames? Sure, that's the top of my range. It's not a dwarf, but I do like it. I do like this card. I mean, give me a burn, plus, you know, it's a decent attacker or blocker. Sure. I don't know how many more of these we could possibly get, but that's a pretty late pass as well for Mentor of the Flames. I mean, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was our 6th pick, and we see a Mentor of the Flames. Tells me Ruby's pretty open here. 7th pick here, and then the next one would be our first pick. I do like to get like one of these bot shops, so we'll probably pick that up here. We don't have a lot of dwarfs yet. We do have plenty of robots, so we've got 3 robots so far. We got 1 dwarf, so that's reasonably good. Shield bot's also pretty good, but I think I'm gonna get this bot shop. It's nice because it draws me cards no matter what. It's kind of slow, but it draws me cards, and then if it's a robot, I get to I forget what it is. If it's a robot, I think I put it in my hand, and then I get to remove a counter or something. Murmurs of the Void is really good removal here. Ebony Pawn is okay, but definitely not the pick here. I think Murmurs is, even though it's really expensive, it's removal. We'll pick it up. We could also pick up Adrenaline Rush. Wouldn't be too bad, especially with the Reactor Bot would be okay, but I feel like I want to be more Sapphire than Ruby. So I feel like Murmurs is a little bit better. Plus, Adrenaline Rush is like, we have to have troops. It's a little bit more conditional. I guess it is cheaper. We don't have any 3 drops. I'm going to take Murmurs here. I think I'm going to take Murmurs. Warbot Bunker's okay for us. It kind of fits with the theme of what we're trying to do. It's not the best pick, but we're kind of late in the pack. Ooh, we got the Hypnoscientist. Almost forgot that guy. This is our first pack. We see Hypnoscientist completely table. This is another 2-drop basically for us, so that's an easy pick here. Almost missed that. Mesmeric Hypnoscientist. Yeah, we definitely want that guy. Construction Plans came all the way back around. I see the Hypnoscientists. Yeah, those Hypnoscientists are just tabling, which is good for me, being the dwarf player. But I definitely want this Crank Rocket. The Crank Rocket plus the Recovery Specialist is really good removal for me, so we're going to pick that up. I believe it's 5 points of damage, and it can actually, I think it can also go to the face. No, just to troops. But, you know, 5 damage kills most everything that's available to the typical player, at least in the common and uncommon range. So no real good picks here, so we're going to counterpick. I think I just don't want to deal with Brutal Bonecracker. That seems like the best counterpick there. Let's see what the next pick is here. So we're not doing too bad on our curve. This Mesmeric Hypnoscientist kind of goes over here in the 2-point range. Armatron over Augmentation Bot. I mean, I like this, but it's kind of slow. I like the Armatron. Also have Flak Scrappers for more removal. Flak Scrapper might be the pick here. I just dislike it. I'll pick the Augmentation Bot. We'll see. It's okay to have one of those. I don't think I would pick up any more. Careful Rummaging's pretty good for this deck. That's pretty good. So we're going in on Dwarves was a pretty good payoff for us already. It feels like almost nobody at the table is Dwarves with some of the things we're being passed, so that's always good. I definitely want the Shield Bot. It's a nice body over the Careful Rummaging. And another Shield Bot, sure. Those aren't horrible. They're not great. Let's see what Pack 2 furnishes us. We've got a Canyon Scout. Not really into that. Cockatrice would have been nice if we were already in Diamond and Blood, but we're really not. We really don't have a lot of picks here for our deck. We got a Warbot Bunker and an Underground Overdriver, which I'm not a big fan of. Robots get +X+X. Okay, I guess that's okay. Subterranean Spy actually is probably our pick here. Yeah, either that or the Phoenix Guard Enforcer, but I think the Subterranean Spy is probably the best pick here. We also have a Verdict of the Ancient Kings is decent, but yeah, I think we'll just pick up the Spy here. It's another one thing that says 5, but it's really a 2-drop, so it should work okay for us for what we needed to do. There's a Crackling Rot's a really good removal we're giving up. We give up a Sea Priest as well. Construction Foreman, though, that is a definite pickup here. Hypnoscientist is also pretty good, but we've seen those tabled in the last pack probably table again. We don't want too many Hypnoscientists. They're pretty good on the attack if you can get the attack in with them, but if you start falling behind, if we get aggroed out at the beginning of the match, then Hypnoscientist doesn't do very much later on if we have no board state. But it can be good if we can like 1, 2, 3 our opponent with our troops. And we've got a lot of nice 1-point range and then 2-point range type things we can play, including a Hypnoscientist, Subterranean Spy. Murmurs of the Voids, like our most expensive card right now. Another Mentor of the Flames. We've already got 2. Spambot's probably the pick here, though. I'm not a huge fan of Spambot, but it does some work. I mean, it can, if we get it early enough, it can get big enough that it can be difficult to deal with. Underground Overdriver again, it's okay. Shatter Shield is okay. Yeah, we'll probably take the Spambot. The Spambot's another one. Just sometimes the game goes long enough and the Spambot really just picks up too much steam. So that hopefully will be a winner for us. Pulse Reacord's okay. We don't really have the stuff to build up. It looks like we got another Foreman here. That's probably going to be our pick. Yeah, another Foreman seems pretty sick for this deck. There's another Spambot, but definitely the Foreman's just so much better because with Bergstrom, Kragraven, we can take those 1-1 defenders and turn them into 3-3 attackers. This pick. Plus, if Electroid, for some reason, we just don't feel like we can get enough dwarves in there with it, if we happen to draw a Foreman, we can always use it on the Electroid to turn it into a 3-3. We lose 1 defense on it, but we get a troop that can always attack, so I mean, it's kind of a give and a take there. That's not too bad. We could also turn like shield bots into it and all kinds of stuff. Another Crank Rocket's probably going to be the pick here. We also have a Launchpad Specialist is pretty good. Getting up a Royal Valkyr. It looks like humans have got some pretty good stuff. We got a Vanguard of Cerulean is pretty good for the human player. I mean, I like the Launchpad Specialist, but I think I want the removal with the Crank Rocket instead. We'll get another Crank Rocket. 5-point removal is pretty relevant in this format. Pretty much deals with almost everything. Very few things it doesn't deal with. Maybe some things in Wild. Alright, another Reactor Bot, maybe our pick here. We also have a Hex Geode, could be okay. We get a charge. I mean, with the Hex Geode, we can play it with the Construction Foreman and get a guy right away. I mean, I guess that's something we could do as a one-of, it's okay. And we get to gain a charge if we sacrifice it. It does do some fixing. We have no fixing right now. It's a uncommon, so we're not going to see it that often. I hate giving up the Reactor Bot though, but I think we're going to do this just to see if we can get it to happen for us. Oh, another Electroid! Wow, wow, that's crazy to see another Electroid here. We have got a ridiculously good deck now. 3 Electroids, wow, in this pool. That is really good. We can run a really low curve with this deck now. We can run probably a 16 shard deck, maybe even a 15 shard deck with this type of a curve. It's a pretty amazing pool. I'm liking the pool that I'm getting here. Haven't really picked up any great rares, but that's okay. We should do pretty well with this. Game should go pretty quickly at least. Hornet Bot's another one that's pretty good for our flying brethren to deal with them. We got a Recovery Specialist. I don't know that I need more than 2 of these maximum. I've already got 1, and then a Mentor of the Song is really good too. I wish I could pick it up. We're giving up this Shard of Innovation for the Construction Plans Hornet Bot, but I think we'll be fine. We've got a lot of things that don't even really need one shard or the other anyways. Here's our pack 1. I think I might just pick up Verdict. I'm going to pick up Verdict here just in case someone happens to have like a ton of removal or something and I can side it in. I probably won't main deck it, but we'll see. Fish Hands is okay removal. If we have to, like, we can use it on something. I don't even know what. Like, we could use it on something that pumps itself, I guess. So I guess I'll pick that up. It's okay, or yeah, or maybe the Spirit Oracle is pretty bad for me to have to deal with. But it's so late. Like, most of my stuff should be aggroing through all this, so I'm not too worried about most of the things in that pack. I got one Fish Hands. I don't think I need another one. Mind Collar seems okay. Burrow Bunny is another one I could probably pick up here to counter pick. I mean, I guess with this, I can actually use this in my deck, so I'll take the Mind Collar. I could actually use that. I don't know that I want another Warbot Bunker. I don't feel like I want more than one. Careful Rummaging and then a Battle Hardened Paw. I think I want the body, basically. We're going to counterpick the body here. I don't think I need more than one battle bunker thing. Grave Nibbler. Immortal Tears. Immortal Tears is another one that I can turn into a robot, so I'm going to pick that up here if I have to. It also fixes for me, so I have the option. It's another good one I can use. I can combo it with Construction Foreman. Yeah, we'll take the Shield Bot here. Not that we're actually going to play it. And then, ooh, another Recovery Specialist in case we need it for a game that we think is going to go long. Cloud the Mountain God is our rare in our pack 3 for our set 1 pack here. We'll probably pick up this Malfunctioning Warbot, or we could also counterpick the Impodlums, but chances are we're not going to have to deal with it anyways. But we'll probably pick up Malfunctioning Warbot. It's one that could push us over the edge if the game gets close at the end and he only has a couple of points of health. Hopefully, as long as we're ahead, Malfunctioning Warbot should hopefully 50% of the time should be dealing damage to my opponent, so hopefully it could get me there. We also have a Charge Bot, which is a decent pickup for us. The Shards of Fate's okay. I'm thinking Warbot. We'll just pick up this Warbot. It's a 2-2. It's a solid 2-2. Give a Rich List. Ooh, but there's a Burn. There's a Terabot. Terabot's really good for us. Burn or Terabot here. That's kind of rough. Not really seeing anything else I like here. Burn or Terabot. I mean, there's a very good chance this Terabot would table, but I really feel like I want this Terabot over the Burn. The Burn is definitely not tabling. How much do I need the Burn? Probably not that much in here. I do have some removal. I've got decent removal. I've got 2 of those. I've got 2, whatever they are, these Crank Rockets, and then I can pull them back with Recovery Specialist. So I'm take the Terabot. That seems like the best pick here for me. Burn to the Ground, though, that I might pick up because that just finishes the game. It's great removal and it finishes the game. We get a Scrap Welder, though. That's also really good. Flock of Seagulls is whatever. And a Mystic of the Tranquil Dream. Lots of good picks here, but it feels like I could go Dwarf or this really nice removal with the Burn to the Ground. I feel like I want this Burn to the Ground because it'll just close games out for me. So we'll take the 1 Burn to the Ground. And it doubles as removal. It helps out with that too. Hey, what's going on, Ragnarok? I'm just hanging out, doing a draft here. I wasn't able to do it yesterday. I just ran out of time with the way the day ran. And unfortunately, I have to do my draft in such a way where I'll be done before 10 o'clock. I did manage to buy a new desk, which hopefully will be coming in sometime next month. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then I also have some new video cards that'll be coming in. Research Librarian's a nice one to just draw more aggro for me. I also have Crushing Blow's a nice trick. Oracle Song is pretty good. I feel like I want this Research Librarian. I know he doesn't do a lot for me, but he does draw cards. I like drawing cards. I mean, it seems like a good throw-on for this type of deck. I mean, I don't see myself particularly playing like this Mind Collar. I might even just play like all these 1s and 2s here and just like a couple of these 3s and 4s and these cards that get tunneled. And the Terabot, of course. The Terabot doesn't really cost 7. Mortar Strike, another Impodlums. I almost feel like counterpicking these Impodlums, but probably just take the Turret Wall. It's pretty safe here. Time Ripple is... Actually, you know what? The Time Ripple is what I want. Duh. Time Ripple. That makes sense. I'm aggro, so... And that can tempo. Doesn't really do a lot for my stuff. I mean, I guess I could time ripple my own construction foreman and then make another robot. That's a 3/3, and that's pretty relevant, but time ripple seems pretty good. Hey, congratulations on the AA Buccaneer sleeves. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to be just specific to the European convention that just happened. I saw Sirius was giving some of those away, or if they're going to be at Gen Con as well, or if Gen Con's going to get their own sleeves. But I will definitely have sleeves to give away to viewers after I return from Gen Con. Right now I'm parlaying with them about how we might be able to do some interviews, maybe 2 interviews this year, right? And it won't be as crazy as last year. Draws me a card, it's okay, it's not amazing. I probably won't play this Research Adept. There's not that much of a reason for me to draft it here. I mean, I almost want to counter draft something. But there isn't even like a lot that I'm really that afraid of, except for maybe, well, not even Prairie Scout, maybe. No, not that. Never mind. I thought it was the one that pings. The one that where it's like it deals 1 damage to exhausted troops. I thought it was that one. Ooh, a Buccaneer though. I'll take that guy. That's a late Buccaneer. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means we've done 6 picks and this Buccaneer just got to me. That's really crazy to see that. That is nuts. Okay, well, I'm definitely taking the Buccaneer, and he'll go in the deck, even though he doesn't do very much for my dwarves. He does tempo guys, and most of our low end. I mean, we're running like a 16, maybe a 15, even maybe a probably no less than 15 shards in this deck. But we can run like most of these 3-point cards, a couple of these, and like our 1 recovery specialist, and I think we're pretty much there. And then Mentor of the Flames can come in off the reserves if we need them. Not really seeing anything I like here. There's a Dwarven Turbine, but that's pretty bad. Probably things that put a stop to my aggro. Maybe this Throat Cutter is okay, or Concubunny. Probably Concubunny. I just don't like if my opponent throws up too many bunnies, and then yeah, that could be too bad for me. So either that or the Throat Cutter would have been a counter pick there. Looks like my video card's trying to update right now, which is unfortunate. So like I'm running 500 series video cards, and I just bought like 970 G4 series. So quite a little bit of an upgrade there, just a bit. Pretty excited about getting them in. Newegg, of course, and I should probably see them hopefully at the end of this week sometime. Maybe next week. But the Newegg's pretty good about getting stuff to you, even when you use like the ground shipping. Like I don't need to see him anytime like ridiculously soon. So this is like pick the best body, and that just happens to be the Research Adept here. That's not even really a counter pick, that's just a pick. Because we pretty much know that almost no one at the table is in dwarves. At least like with some of we saw Hypnoscientists, like 2 of them table, so there's an Axebot, that's pretty good for our deck, but we probably won't play it. Nature Reigns is pretty bad for our deck, so I think I'm just going to counterpick it here this late, because I've basically built the deck already, so let's just 1 less Nature Reigns out there is good for me. Misfortune doesn't matter to me, but Oracle Song is pretty good for me. That's kind of a late pickup there. We can actually play the Oracle Song because it's more gas to throw more troops at my opponent. I just have to play like 1 big troop though, but I guess Hypnoscientist kind of helps with that. I guess I take the biggest body. I'm not going to play this Mortar Strike, so I'm going to take this Darkspire Enforcer, even though I'm not playing it. And we've got a Peak, I guess, or I guess we'll take the Briar Legion because it's a body. I don't really need the Peak because I'm not really in a bunch of answers in this deck. This is just straight up basically dwarf aggro. And then the Mutate's okay for reserves. Draws me a card. Like it's probably better than the Fish Hands that I drafted earlier. So it doesn't draw a card. X this out right now while we're... I think I got my local recording started. Yeah, I did. Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and just put everything back. I wish there was a button for this. Hopefully in the future they'll put a button in that just says put everything back, or maybe just an option that I can check and be like, just put everything up there and I will figure out where things go right now. Alright, so let's see how fast we can build this one. Usually I have these done in about 5 minutes because I've kind of already built the deck already anyways. So spam bot, reactor bot, time ripple, hex geode. I'm not sure if I'm going to run that careful rummaging or not. Buccaneer, there's that. I mean, I'm basically almost running like a tournament style deck, like what won the tournament last week, the finals in that tournament. I'm not even sure if I really want to run that augmentation bot. I mean, he does okay things, I guess. Let's see, I guess the decision is, would I rather have this bot shop? Yeah, I probably want the bot shop. I forgot, like, over the research librarian, I probably want the bot shop over research librarian. I guess I can run another recovery specialist and maybe like one mentor of the flames. Oh, I forgot to put subterranean spy in there. I'm not sure if I want to run verdict in here. I guess I can run the augmentation bot. I'm trying to keep the curve really low. We're already at 17 shards right now, and we're going to take it into that 16 point range already. Do I just play rummaging? I probably just play rummaging, just call it good, and then like if I have to, I can, if I feel like the game's going to go longer, I can play other things. But I feel like this should be good. Yeah, it should be good, right? We did that in like 2 minutes, like 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Basically, we built the deck in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. But that's how it is, like when you plan the deck out as you're drafting it, I guess, which is nice. It's very hard to do that, like when you're drafting physically, because you can't see the cards you've already drafted. You're supposed to put them face down. You can check them between packs, but that's it. It's mostly just to keep people like picking and passing instead of agonizing about picks. That's why they do it that way. I guess at the professional draft levels, they actually have a timer that ticks down, kind of like there is here. Let's see, we'll count up our shards here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sapphire, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually have the exact same number, so we'll just run 8 and 8. That makes it easy. Look at how easy that was. And we even have fixing in here. We've got this hex geode to fix us. This is kind of like our 17th shard, but it doesn't actually give us a shard. The nice thing about this again is that we can play this and then turn it right into a robot if we happen to construction form it on turn 1, which is pretty strong play there. I mean, that's 4 damage right on turn 1. So, and we are definitely playing Bertram Cragraven, so we can get those 1/1 worker bots in play. And I guess I can look at my curve just to make sure everything is okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 1 drops. I count this as a 2 drop because that's the least amount we can cast it for. What did I say? 10? What was that? I'll count the hex geode even. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 1 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 2 drops, and then 1, 2, 2 3 drops. Oh wait, the 2 drops changes though. It's 7, 8, 9 2 drops, and then 2 3 drops, 1 4 drop, and then the Terabot's gonna fluctuate, but hopefully most of the time it's a 4 drop or a 3 drop. So I really feel good about drafting that Terabot over the burn. I think that was definitely the decision to make. I really feel good about that decision, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the light in this room, so we'll be right back. So I've got 40%, so I could definitely go down. Maybe I'll go down a Sapphire Shard. I should have been able to figure that out before. Go down 1 Sapphire Shard and put what in here? Oracle Song? Sure, that seems okay. Sure, let's go with that. first. He's an alpha player. Wow, no shards, but not surprising because we're only running like 15 in here, so can't play this. We'll draw again, obviously. Elliot, go in the living room. Alright, so this is definitely more playable. We'll keep this. So we mold, but he molds. He's running some sort of wild deck. He's gaining life, so maybe we should hopefully be able to aggro through this. Got a lot of 2-drops in the deck, so we're okay. We would like to draw out Sapphire here. We get a Spam Bot next. I don't know, it's debatable if I play Reactor Bot or Spam Bot next. I kind of want to get the Spam Bot rolling. I'm not sure why he's not running the guy that gives all your things +1/+1. So, ooh, but Warbot, malfunctioning Warbot may be better than both of those choices. All right, let's go ahead and throw that guy out there because he'll get the most damage in early, and then we'll pass the turn back. And I think, yeah, I'll probably go Spam Bot. That seems like the safer play here. That's fine. So, see, does the Warbot hit me or him? He's kind of already ahead as long as he gets to 4 shards. Oh, it hit him. Nice. Okay, so there's that. I mean, I guess I could have played a Reactor Bot and gotten 3 damage in here, but I'll go ahead and swing in. Then play our Spam Bot. If he plays something big enough, we won't be able to deal with it. So we gotta just hope that we can get some board dominance going here. Next turn we can play the Reactor Bot and swing with a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna swing with the Spam Bot, I'll save him. He's running Diamond in there, that's an interesting choice. Okay, I'll take one. I wouldn't make that trade. I'd rather keep my Spam Bot. Okay, he's playing Dragon Guard Stalwart. That can only prevent so much damage. This turn's only going to prevent 3 damage off the Electroid. He has one thing. He could give it some sort of damage boost with something like Diamond. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think he's got anything like that. I think I just swing in. I mean, he could go with a +8/+8 defender thingy, but I think that costs. I feel like that costs more than one. Got Terabot. You know, Wild is pretty bad about flyers, but Diamond is okay with flyers. It has some good flyers in Diamond, but a lot of them are double sharded, except for Angel. But chances of him having an Angel Dawn in his deck are pretty low. If anything, he's probably got Pegasus in there, like 2/1 flying Pegasus. Yeah, he knows he has to defend now. So can't swing with the Spam Bot or the Reactor Bot right now. Another Electroid. We can play the Electroid and the Terabot here, so we'll go ahead and... I guess we could have waited on that, but yeah, we'll go ahead and swing in with the Electroid and the malfunctioning Warbot here. See if he's got Repel. If he's got it, he's got it, type of thing. He knows there's another Electroid out there. I feel like he's going to have some defense cards in Diamond, although I don't remember passing that many of them. Okay, so he's staving off damage here. There we go. Crackling Sprout. Okay, that's a great use of Crackling Sprout for me. So I traded the Warbot for a Crackling Sprout. That's perfectly fine. Saves him some damage for the turn. It's not letting me... Oh, because I don't have the resources now to play the Terrabot. So yeah, I should have played the Terrabot before combat. Oh well. I don't have the resources to play because he killed one of my guys. He just kind of has to hold on to his board state as long as he can. Is this robots? What is this? Dwarfs and or robots. We'll go ahead and play the Terrabot before combat. Just in case he kills one of my guys again. So we can swing at the spam bot because this is not a good trade for him at this point. Just putting the pressure on. You might choose to prevent 3 and just take 6. That might be okay here. Got the Terrabot in the sky now, threatening him though. It's pretty aggressive. We also have a recovery specialist. If we ever draw a Sapphire Shard, we can play that guy. That seems pretty relevant. Okay, Crackling Sprouts again to take our Spam Bot down. Our Spam Bot trades. So it's a 2-for-1 this time. Oh, and a Repel for our empty Electroid. Okay, so spending all kinds of removal here. And we still have a Terrabot coming. So I'm not sure if he's got more removal for this Terrabot or what. Something tells me, being in Wild, he's going to be drawing a lot more shards than us. We're drawing a lot more troops, so... Plus we've got this bot shop that's going to come down and draw us cards every turn as well, once we get it fully built. We've got 2 bots that can do that for us. Hey, there's the Sapphire we need. Let's go ahead and do that so we can swing. Yeah, we'll just go full swing here. Just gonna turbulence our Terrabot. Wow, he's got removal for days. We're still coming on strong though with all of our attacks. Oh, we did that before combat, so we can't attack with Electroid. Electroid counts dwarfs and robots. It won't count as construction plans, unfortunately, until, and even when we have it finished, we won't. We would have to play Recovery Specialist, actually. That's what we should have done there. But, I want to get this construction plans built, I think. Okay, so we'll go to his end step. During his end step, we'll put some counters on this construction plans. Like I said, he's going to be flooding pretty hard with a deck that's wild. Although he does get to activate his champion power again and get 5 more health. Crazed Squirrel Titan might be hard for us to deal with. Let's see what he kills with it. He's going to kill that guy. We'll respond by doing this. That health. I'm gonna just Recovery Specialist to my Terrabot back here. So yeah, we'll pull the Terrabot back because Like I said, he probably doesn't have flyers in there. It's kind of a lucky top deck for him. I'm pretty sure that was a top deck there. Cost 4, so we can't play it this turn. I might as well save this for if I get a chance to swing with Reactor Bot. I don't feel like it's still a good swing for him anyways. Was Bot Shop? It costs 3 to use Bot Shop, so there's no reason for me to complete it right now, so we'll just go ahead and pass the turn back. So we're saving the shard just so we can play it for Reactor Bot on the attack here. But we're not in, he's kind of stabilized his board state, and so this game may go long now. Although he is 2 minutes behind us, even with all the talking that I'm doing right now. I hope he swings. No? Okay. Okay, so we'll go ahead and throw counters on this. How many do I need? There are 3 or more. I only need 3. Okay, so we'll just get 3. Get that third counter on there. Of course, now I'm top decking shards like a Baus, I guess. Let's see. Do I play the Terabot or do I draw a card? I think I play the Terabot. I need to just get it in the sky and start swinging. That's what needs to happen. So we'll do that. We can't do any, use the Bot Shop, and we'll go ahead and pass the turn back because we don't really have a swing here. And we're just saving these again so we can power up our Reactor Bot and swing through and get at least 2 points of damage in because he'll block with a Dragon Guard Stalwart. Yeah, I'm still top decking shards on his side. Inner conflicts are Terabot. We got removal for days apparently. Too afraid to swing though. Okay. Here we are just bluffing with shards in our hand. Subterranean Spy. I can still play this if I use the Bot Shop, so I'm going to use the Bot Shop here. Construction plans, Crank Rocket. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, I kind of want to get this in play right now, so I'm going to go and play a shard. It's unfortunate the Reactor Bot doesn't get to be very useful here, but I get my Crank Rocket here, and then I can kill his Squirrel Titan and start swinging. So, I think I need... How many counters do I need on this? 3. So I'll have it online next turn to kill his Squirrel Titan. Lots of removal on his side, that's for sure. He got a lot of the good diamond removal. Zachary, go play somewhere else, okay? Zachary, I see you. I'm funny because I'm 1 year old. Taking a lot of time damage on his side of the table, that's for sure. Still 2 minutes behind me. Really thinking. Parallel Evolution. That's my first round pass. But wow, well, that's annoying. So he has an 8/8 Root Father now, and a Lorgoyle. Actually, I didn't pass that. Wow. Well, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Okay. I'll take 8. Let's see. Is this thing coming to play? Crank Rocket. I think it comes into play exhausted, so I'll just wait, and then, like, if I have to, I can block him and then Crank Rocket him. That's another reason why he should be running something that, like, produces tokens, like Parallel Evolution in that deck. It's like, seriously? This Oracle Song, see what we get here. So there's a Construction Foreman. My goodness. Hex Geode. It doesn't really matter what I pick here. I could pick diamonds and like just to make him think I have diamond stuff to play. Play Construction Foreman on the Hex Geode. Or I could do it on the Worker Bot. That might be more relevant. How much does this cost? Nothing. Accept. Put it on that guy. Resolve. Let's kill this guy in the sky and swing back, crack back. Make him lock him with like a Worker Bot. This guy doesn't have Crush, so we can race if he really wants to race. Because I can absorb damage twice. I can absorb 8 damage twice. I'm not sure if I want to play this Subterranean Spy. Do I want to tunnel this guy or just play him? Probably just want to play this Spy just to get more damage on the table, so we'll wait. Well, that's nice. Well, my luck ran out on the stuff. Yeah, I can't really deal with that. Plus the Crank Rock is like basic action speed. He should have swung there. There's nothing I can do to like that blocks like everything I have now. I know, it's like he thinks that I have tricks that I don't have. He's now 3 minutes behind. Well, almost 3 minutes behind. He's like 2 minutes behind. Just sit on that. We'll just play this guy outright, just to put more bodies on the table. Pass the turn. Try to save the clock as much as possible. We could have used our bot shop, I suppose, there, but again, we saved the Sapphire Shard because it's good to bluff with here, and it activates our reactor bot. This costs 3, so we can't do that. Can't do the bot shop or the Jet Hex Geode. We're gonna draw out before anything else happens. Oh, there we go. So I can time ripple his guy. That seems bad. Let's see what happens if I do this. Mortal Tears. That's bad. So I might as well deck thin here. Doesn't matter what I pick. I don't really... I guess I can time ripple in his end step and get a good swing in, maybe. This Rude Father will cost a lot. It'll cost him a whole turn to replay it, and I can get a swing in. I mean, a pretty reasonable swing where it'll kill, like, my Subterranean Spy or something, or maybe a Warbot. Skull Sorcerer. Yeah. Right now, I'm going to draw out before anything else happens. And there's another crank. There we go. That's good. We can crank rocket that Snapdragon, and then I can time ripple his thing. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I'll do it during his end step there. It was okay until we had an Arborian Root Father on the table. Just saying. scared to swing. He should be swinging. He doesn't want to lose anything. It's silly. So this, I need 3. 1, 2, 3. And then this. Buccaneer. There we go. That's actually worked out really well. So I should maybe be able to tempo my way to a win here. Maybe? Ooh, there we go. Okay, so crank rocket there. Kill that guy. Buccaneer for Root Father. Getting him out of the picture. I can go ahead and play an Electroid. Play a Shard, charging up my Reactor Bot. Swing in. For a lot of damage. Okay, that's fine. I'll make that trade. And if he replays his guy, I just time ripple in his end step and I should have it. Tempo! Tempo won the game for me. Okay. Even if I didn't have that, I would have won. Because, you know, I just had too many attackers for him to deal with. If I was going to do anything, I'd probably put more flyers or maybe Murmurs from the Void in. But I think we're pretty good where we're at. I think we should be fine with this. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Augmentation Bot might have helped as well. Actually, if I could have gotten like lethal on something. The Construction Plans Hornet Bot would have come in handy too. But yeah, 2 Crank Rockets. Or Burn to the Ground would have also done some work there, but it wouldn't have gotten me a win. Be nice to see it'd be nice to see the Construction Form in Hex Geode turn 1 though. I'd like to see that. That would definitely make me happy to see something like that happen. Pretty exciting game there for the game. Game 1, round 1. My opponent's probably like, what do I do? How do I deal with this? He's got too much stuff. He had a lot of removal though. Like all I ended up like it was all one-off removal, and so I just had to eventually card for card him, and he just drew more shards than I drew. You know, in the late game, I'm going to draw more spells than my opponent. I mean, some of mine are pretty irrelevant though, like Immortal Tears and Hex Geode are pretty non-relevant, but you know, very situational on those. So he's definitely going first. He's down on some time here. Construction Foreman and Electroid. Okay. So we'll go ahead and turn 1 Electroid, turn 2 Construction Foreman, and see if we can just keep it good. We'll keep this hand. Maybe we'll draw a Hex Geode here. That'd be amazing. Hex Geode. Hex Geode. Hex Geode. Hex Geode. This timer's running. I wonder if he said anything to me. No, he didn't. He's... Okay, so we'll do that. Open up with that. F10. We have nothing left to do this turn. And then Zachary comes in, he starts crying, and he runs right up to me. And I have to turn off my mic. Gobbleglade Witch doesn't destroy artifacts. Not sure what the decision, what the idea was behind that one, but maybe that's a main deck he has. I mean, Wild has a lot of access to artifact destruction, so... Ooh, so decisions. I think that I could get the Sapphire with this Immortal Tears, but I feel like just hitting it up with a Construction Foreman, honestly. It's like, how much damage do I want to get in now compared to the body I could get off of it? I think we're just gonna Construction Foreman this Immortal Tears here. I feel like that's the best play, because Time Ripple and Careful Rummaging are okay, but I don't. I'll draw some Sapphire later. It'll be okay. I'm going for the short play. That's what I'm doing here. If I have to, I'll form in the Electroid. Sensei. So you can double block to kill my Warbot here. But still, I mean, that's a 2-for-1. I'll take it. I mean... Ruby Shard. Okay, so let's go ahead and play the Augmentation Bot so we can swing through with our Warbot and our Electroid. I'm just going to push the damage as fast as possible. I really don't want him to play one of those big fatties again. Okay. Well, I guess I can tell the kids some stories now. Yeah, that's a pretty sick opening, so... Even without the Sapphire that I...